Hey everybody, welcome back to Legend of Grimrock 2. We played this game when it came out, I don't know, years ago? It was probably years ago. It was a while. And something that I had always thought about ever since we played and finished was there was a strange class called a farmer class. And that gains experience only through eating and other special events, but not through killing monsters. They only get experience through food. And I thought to myself, that would be an interesting run someday. But, would it be an interesting run all by itself? Hey, Toxic! Thanks for the cheer. All them cheers. But I don't want a party of 4 because there wouldn't be enough food to go around. Not for a while. There is a farming spot we could go to that I'm vaguely aware of. But that doesn't sound like a lot of fun. Instead, what if we did it on easy mode with only 2 characters, but also on Iron Man, which means you can only save the game at healing crystals, and single-use crystals, which means crystals can only be used once and therefore you can only save once per crystal. Which, through an achievement, is called Insane Ironman mode. So I'm trying to balance out the difficulty of 2 characters and really limited resting and saving. And I'm curious how it's going to play out. I don't actually have an answer. We're just going to know as we play. But, courtesy of FrostyCog, we also have some great portraits that we can use, which you may or may not recognize from a famous painting. We have, whoa, Angry Ol' Pa, who is going to be a Minotaur. Farmer, of course. So again, you actually don't even get any starting skills. Farmers are pretty awful to begin. You can only, again, you can only get experience through food. So yeah, they're not great. I'm going to have him be all strength and vitality. He is going to be super frontline, big dick, heavy hitter, aggressive trait for 4 damage, and the headhunter trait so we can make use of the skulls. Skulls are super good. But for Confuse Alma over here, it's going to be a Ratling. We're going to make her dex evasion based. Farmer. Nope, no, not fighter, farmer. So we're gonna slam her dex, and then we're actually gonna even it out a little bit between vitality and willpower to start. I'm kind of flip-flopping between making her a dedicated caster. Well, not a dedicated caster, but like a secondary caster, and making her just really good at throwing in light weapons, because we have all these skills over here on the right. We also have 4 types of magic, which makes it really hard to, like, focus on any one of these in particular. So, you know, I guess we'll see. I don't feel bad if I use a couple points of vitality to give her a little extra willpower in case we go that route, because magic is strong. But we're going to focus on light weapons for her, throwing, most likely, and fire magic. Because, you know, Alma's good with the blade. She's a good cook. She's also immune to her own food because she's a Ratling. Immune to disease. We are going to double down on her agility, giving extra dex. I would take mutation, but it is a fucking RNG nonsense shit show. So I'd rather not. I'd actually rather double down on evasion as well, because Ratlings do get evasion to start. And it's another +5. She's going to be really hard to hit. Doesn't matter how much damage somebody does if they never hit. Of course, when they eventually do, I hope she has some amount of armor. So, with that, let's get into it. And the game's like, hey, you fucking forgot a few things. Let's just double check. Yep, they're set, but it wants us to add more prisoners, but no, that's not going to happen. The music's really good. A lot of this game's really good. This game is very unique in the way it's played. This, obviously, its predecessor, Legend of Grimrock, And Stone Keep, which I believe this was inspired from. It'd be hard to say that Stone Keep didn't inspire this game. Stone Keep is also the exact same combat and exploration mechanic. And I suppose, why not watch the intro cutscene? Why the hell not? I kind of completely forget it. Even when I was testing, I kind of ignored the cutscene. There isn't much of a story to the beginning of the game, but it's enough. Hey, that's 4 people. And they're all human. That's not right. Oh no, get wrecked us. Oh no. So for whatever reason, we were on that ship. And now, well, we're not. We're just floating along. Really fortunately floating. Like, that could have been an awful death. And they're in the same animation. They didn't move. They just tilted the box. That's fucking great. Here we go. This is the Isle of Nezarek or something like that. I think I wrote it down. Wrote it down somewhere. Isle of Nex. It's not the Legend of Grimrock. Grimrock was the location in the first game, but that's kind of been dealt with. So, you know, we don't really care about Grimrock anymore. But it's a sequel. And yes, Frosty, animations are expensive. So, this game is grid-based. You use Q and E to move. You can also hold right-click and kind of look around. Looking around is important, especially at your feet. So I can't move anywhere because we're locked in a fucking cage. But what if I punch it? No. What if she punch? No. We're not strong enough. But with this stick, we can open. So the very first thing the game wants you to do is figure out how puzzles work. And that maybe the answer isn't super obvious or easy. I think that's what that message is. We also have a map. Map is super important. We can write on it. We can do all sorts of shit like that. Very important. Oops. And then we can delete it. Simple as that. I don't know if we can get a mini-map going. I don't think we can get a mini-map. For some reason I thought we could. Anyway. So yeah, this is pretty much the game. There are a million goddamn secrets. So many that I know I've never found them all. Because they are that well hidden. I think there's... I think the first game had like 71. And we just picked up some food. Which... We do have food meters. And in the normal game, food is, like, important. Because you don't want to... You can rest. And resting consumes a lot of food. But that allows you to heal. And, that's... And if you lose all your food, you go into a starvation state, which is very bad. But since there's only 2 characters, that's not really a problem. And I want to eat it almost as soon as I get it, because it gives XP. I'm going to try to balance it out by going, like, 1 level for him, then 1 for her, then 1 for him, 1 for her. Because it does cost more experience the more you level. And I'm just trying to see if there's anything in the water around here. I did do a little bit of testing. I wandered around this area so I know what I'm doing. I just wanted to test it all out. Whoops. Didn't mean to throw it, but I did. What do we got? Pants. Put some pants on. They're worth 1 protection. Fantastic. I also want to make sure I get the map all cleared out. I tried actually testing this with just 1 farmer by himself. Oof. Man, everything's just super slow. The bone club here is a little stronger than the stick. The stick is kind of shitty. And he is strength-based, and this does add strength to the damage. The only unfortunate part is, because he's a Minotaur, his, where is it? Stats. His accuracy is fucking dog shit right now. Her accuracy, really good. It's actually really good, but she has, you know, less strength. And she doesn't have a dex weapon, so she can't add her dex to anything. And you might ask, oh shit, it's a turtle. You might ask, hey, why didn't I just do two dex characters? Seems like a better combination. Well, there's only so many dex items in the game, and there's only so many strength items in the game. And it makes more sense if I don't spread those items out and only keep them for the characters that need them. So the combat is interesting. Why does it look like Ark, actually? As you saw, I'm getting lost in my own thought. There's so much I want to talk about initially, and then I'll calm down a little bit. The combat is a game of strafing around enemies. You don't want to just stand there and trade blows. You will lose. Even though we are on easy, it's still the enemies are still going to hurt us when they hit us. And we don't have any way to heal other than resting, but then we don't have enough food, etc., etc. I wouldn't say the game is super forgiving. Oh, hey, it's a turtle. We can't hit in diagonals. We can only hit on cardinal directions. Some enemies can hit on diagonals, though they're kind of rare. And some enemies also are waiting for me to move in a certain way because they want to fuck me over. Maybe I should try throwing that rock. 1 damage. She's not doing it right now. Also, I think these turtles are guarding their eggs. Oh, she got nicked. Oh, he got nicked. The positioning of where I am on... If you imagine this as a square and I'm on that square, if this turtle attacks me from the left, he will get hit. She can't get hit because she's not close enough. So positioning actually does matter. Oh. It is weird, but it's really good. Also, attention to detail is really important. Not so much in this initial area. And yet, kind of in this initial area. Because it might not look like there's much around us, but once I deal with these fucking turtles, I will show you how important it actually is. Okay. The game won't track anything that drops in the ground. If you want to store stuff somewhere, you gotta track it. Everything's on you. So let's see. Om nom nom nom. So he's level 1. Sorry, level 2. And for him, we can actually put a skill point in. We're actually going to go with accuracy first, because his accuracy's bad. It's just real, real bad. And we want to fix that. I don't think there's anything else I can increase at the moment. We might get additional traits and stats later, but I don't remember. Something in the water. And so, the game really wants you to explore. You might say, oh, there's nothing... There's just a bunch of water over here. But if you dare to go into the water, well, look at this. Our first secret. And hey, some shoes, a torch, which is probably really helpful. Whoa, we don't want that on. And a smoked sea bass, which, food, fucking great. We'll take food. Shoes are also fine too. And I think ether weed is just a crafting component. Oh, this is 2d6 plus strength in fire. To give it a shot. I don't know if it wears out or not. It might. Oh, the torch is bright. It does wear out. We'll just hold on to it for now. If we find something particularly weak to fire, we'll try that out. Now, like I said, it's important to look at your feet. And I know I sound like an expert on this game. I'm good at this first area, and I've forgotten almost everything else except for one of the final things in the very end of the game. But we find some shoes, some sandals. So now they both have shoes. Great. If you had 4 characters, you'd be like, well, goddamn. Also, I wish I could pick up these crabs. I don't know if there's a way to deal with the crabs and eat them, because that'd be great. If you had 4 characters, you'd have 2 pairs of shoes and a pair of pants. And you'd say, huh. Well, who gets what? Do you give one person pants and shoes? Do you spread it out? Who knows? You don't want them to get crabs, but crabs could be delicious. You don't know. And let's see, we don't want to skip this cave system over here. Because, oh look at this, it's a key. Keys are good. Just gonna hold on to that because I think we're gonna use it in like 2 seconds. It's important to look at walls as well. Oh, here we go. Found a dart. It's a throwing weapon, 3d9 plus strength, so this is actually better for him than her. I'll have her hold the key. Found a few more darts. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else I missed. We'll basically just use the map as a guide. I feel like I may have missed something over there, but it's fine. It's not too important. Whatever it is, it's probably not that important. Okay, here's the key. Here's the lock. Boom. Hey, look, a rock. Should grab that. Items are used for multiple things, not just combat and defense, but sometimes puzzles. The game's telling us how to hold tab, or press tab. Just making sure these walls don't hold any secrets. Hey, look at that. A shirt. Old Pa's getting pretty buff here. Old Ma still doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and it isn't very useful yet. 2 pressure plates. If you stand on this one, it opens. Nothing seems to happen if I'm on that one. But we did just get a rock. Strange that this one. Oh, if I there we go. If we take the rock? Oh, we can't take the rock. Oh, well now we got the rock. What an amazing puzzle. So yeah, this game's all about puzzles. And hey look, a letter. Dear visitor, welcome to my island. I hope your journey was not too detrimental to your health. I think you'll find this island to be the most wonderful, yet the most perilous place on Earth. I don't have high hopes about your survival, but maybe you can prove me wrong. Better equip yourself before the night falls. Sincerely, the Island Master. He's a friendly guy. He has a fucking funhouse for us to go through. I was supposed to have to throw the rock, but I danced too well. Oh, is that what that's teaching me? Whoops. Hey, look, it's a turtle. He didn't notice me because I missed because I'm bad. But I have darts. Now, something that's great is that if you walk over... Oh, no. If you walk over throwable items, you will get them back. Oh, God. Like, she's honestly useless without a dex weapon. Look at that, 1 damage. Amazing. Fantastic. However, at least she's hitting? Oh, not all the time. Oof. Now, normally you'd have 4 people to cycle through, so this wouldn't be as painful. Okay. We got all 3. I think sometimes thrown items might stick to the enemy, maybe with darts in particular. Because I definitely didn't have 3 when I was doing my spin around. But we did get some food. And now she's leveled up. And with her, we're going to just put a point into, let's see. Light weapons increases the damage. Well, I guess technically we could do any spell at any time. We just have to have a way to cast. And putting points into these just makes it better. But we do want her to do dex weapons. So we're going to just put a point in there for now. And she doesn't need accuracy, not for a bit. She's pretty good without it. Now, it doesn't appear like there's anything on these walls, but it is suspicious. It is suspicious. Hey, look. Look over there. We could just totally miss this, especially from this angle. Might not look like much. But we got some fucking throwing knives, which are strength-based, because fuck you. However, we're going to keep them on her so she can try and do something useful. Back to feet and paw. Now, again, this is a save crystal. If I touch it, the game will save and it will deactivate. I do not want to save until I'm super, super ready. And that will be one of the hardest parts about this, I believe. Fire Burst. Requires Fire Magic 1. Never mind what I said about magic. You do need specific levels to cast certain spells, so I'm a huge flyer. We'll keep that on her for now. And who knows, maybe we'll get her to do Fire Magic early. The statue wants to hold something. Do you want a dagger? This item does not fit well into the statue's hands. Well, fine. Fine. We're actually going to go this way first. Oh. Just want to clear every little mark on the map just to make sure. Yeah, Frosty. The stream delay hates you, but... Hey, there we go. She did damage. Any damage is good damage. Maybe I should give her both throwables. How did that miss? I guess it missed any vital spot. So it's a mixture of dancing and rolling dice. It's fun. It's weird. It's unique. Yeah, we'll just have her throwing shit right now. Let's see. Oh, whoops. I meant for him to tap that. There we go. He's a weird circle. Nothing happens when we stand in it. Nothing around here. There is a gold key. Key lock, I should say. Let's see. Welcome to the Location Affairs Challenge. When you are ready, stand in the circle and call out to the Guardians. Call out the Guardians. The Island Master. It's being real nice about all this. But yeah, for now we don't have a way to do that. But maybe X marks the spot. Got a bunch of pressure plates. And trust me, again, I will be slowing down as we get further into the game. I think in about 10 minutes I'll have no more knowledge of what I'm actually supposed to be doing. So X marks the spot. Well, we could make an X if we were clever. If we were clever. I guess we're clever enough. And we can get our shit back, which is appreciated. I guess we'd have just barely enough items if we didn't find, like, the throwing knives or the darts. Is that everything? Yeah. If you need to review tutorial hints, you can read them from the pause menu. How nice. Turning around also allows you to peer around corners. Sometimes. Depends on the way the wall is structured. But like, hey, he's a friendly guy. Oh. He likes to jump forward and strike. Dang, I keep forgetting he's not going to stay in the same square he jumped to. Oh, he's a quick one. Old man needs more accuracy, that's for sure. Whoops. Oh, she's just gonna have to punch him. Yeah. That's the same amount of damage as if she was using a goddamn stick. Huh, he said I better equip myself before night falls, so this isn't boding well. There we go. Okay, and we should be able to pick up the 2 extra darts. Yeah, all good. Hey, Dantor. You wonder if it's turn-based or real-time? It's definitely real-time. If I wasn't moving, they would be moving, you know? And I can move really fast. Like, my movements don't make them move faster. So, it's definitely real-time. Let's see. Legend of Killigan. The second most precious thing in life for a seafaring captain is his sword, because without it, he cannot command his crew. Thus, upon losing his weapon somewhere on Shipwreck Beach, he lost what is most important to him, the respect of his crew. You suck, old man. I assume that's him. This is a door. I can't do anything with it. Not quite yet. And I'm just making sure to look at these in case I missed anything. Hey, look, another one. Hey, look, a thing. Oh man, she's only doing 3 damage with those. Not great. Uh-oh, did the other one notice? The other one noticed. That backstep, they're playing with me. They also want me to walk in front of them. They know that if I walk in front of them, I can't get out of the way in time before they hit me. The enemies want you to do things. You're totally right. They will move less if they feel like it's a good idea. They want you to make a mistake. They're waiting for you to go into their trap. As opposed to just, hey, crits. Come on. Because if I walk forward, he could hit me. Because he wants to do that. And, yeah, there we go. Come on. Certain enemies are less smart. Like the turtles. Turtles didn't really give a shit. I mean, they might... Internally, the way the game engine works, there might be just like a clock, and they only move... Certain enemies are restricted to an action every X amount of ticks or something. He had a knife in him. Probably to make it so they're not too fast for the player. But I remember some enemies being really quick later on. Hey, I got a lot of my throwables back. Getting throwables for her might also be good, but throwing items is also based on strength, it seems, for the most part. This is where my knowledge of the game breaks down a little. I'm not sure what the best stats or best methods through the game are. I know there's a lot of different ways to go through the game, and I am confident that we could probably do what we're doing right now. Just might be painful at times. Let's see. What do we got over here? We got a blood drop cap. That seems good. Now, lizards, alchemists in particular. I think lizard alchemists are a combo for some reason. But alchemists are great because if you walk around, you multiply your ingredients eventually. Hey, look, a cap. It's got a lot of shit on right now. So, we don't get to multiply our ingredients forever. Unfortunately. There's a button here. Oh, hey. Fucking rave party in here. Anyway.